Masato Tanaka, Dangan the Bullet, taking on his former friend, now enemy, Hayabusa.
Well, that's right, John. This is going to be a real intense match. We all know the story about how Tanaka went to ECW in North America to further his skill level. He's come back now, and he is ready to take on Hayabusa. And, I mean, this one is going to be no holds barred. It's going to be crazy. We're going to see everything from high flying to brawling. It's going to be an intense match. It's absolutely perfect for the main event here at Backdraft.
You know, there's that memorable saying, this town ain't big enough for the two of us. It's either me or him. That has got to be going on inside the minds of these two combatants.
And now we prepare for the entrance here of the mighty Hayabusa.
The fans hear that familiar ring entrance music. And that can only mean the return of the flying assassin, the bird that never dies, the phoenix, the high-flying Hayabusa.
Here he comes, out of the smoke, out of the red light. And you know what? It really is great to see Hayabusa back in his traditional clothing there, back with the mask on.
That's right, Dan. For a long time before this match, Eiji Izaki wrestled as H, the delinquent character with the spiked hair without the mask. And even though H showed shades of the Hayabusa wrestling style in his matches, I think everybody here is happy as all get out to see H back full-fledged as Hayabusa.
That's very, very true. He didn't lose any of his wrestling skills as H, but yeah, there was just something about him. He wasn't the same person. Personally, I didn't like those goofy little cut-off shorts he was wearing, and I didn't really like him. You know, he's not the best-looking guy on the block, so I think the mask kind of helps. The costume kind of helps. I'm glad to see Hayabusa back in his traditional wear.
And there he is, the Falcon Hayabusa, acknowledging the fans at ringside, walking toward the ring to face his rival, Masato Tanaka.
And also, just another note on the costume. Think about how much this is more intimidating to Tanaka because, I mean, you can't really look into the eyes of Hayabusa. You can't intimidate the man. And Tanaka, he likes to do those stare downs as well. But now, Hayabusa's got the distinct advantage.
A psychological advantage indeed. And the lights go down in the arena again for the arrival of Hayabusa's close friend, a man who is almost as mysterious and who is also a high flyer with great technical skills, who is very famous to the fans in Japan and North America.
That's right, John. He wrestled in North America as Hakushi, but of course, we all know him here as
Jinsei Shinzake. And the fans are just mesmerized.
Well, I'm mesmerized. I'm waiting for him to come out of the fog there. I can't see anything. Where is he?
Well, the fans are mesmerized by the music, which leads to the spectacular arrival of Jinsei Shinzake.
And as you mentioned, John, these two have been friends, Hayabusa and Shinzaki, for a long time. And since this is a major battle for Hayabusa, it's only right that one of his best friends should be accompanying him, sitting at ringside, watching his every move.
And he makes his entrance as only he can do it. Shinzaki has never been one to show a whole lot of emotion. He's never one to jump up and down for joy, cheering on Hayabusa. But deep down inside, you know in his heart that he's there to support his longtime friend.
Well, that's probably why they are friends, because, you know, you got the stone-faced Hayabusa in the mask, you got Shinzaki who shows no emotion. You know, I'm sure that they're friends, but, you know, I don't exactly see them going for a night out in the town, getting some geisha girls, you know, pounding back the sake or anything like that. I think these guys are really dedicated to wrestling, and I think that's devotion. That devotion to the sport is what the two of them share.
That's right, Dan. That is one of the many reasons why Hayabusa is the most popular wrestler in FMW.
Oh, now this is interesting. Shinzaki's actually not going to be right at ringside, but he's actually going to sit in the crowd and watch the match from there. Very interesting.
And there's Hayabusa with that famous stare, staring down his opponent across the ring, this time Masato Tanaka. The intensity is so thick in this main event matchup at Backdraft.
I'll remember the story going into this now. Masato Tanaka has left for a long time. He always felt that he was held back by Hayabusa and Ganosuke and the other guys on top at FMW. So now, this match is almost for as much for Masato Tanaka to prove that he can be up there with guys like Hayabusa and Ganosuke.
It's rather odd, Dan. Both of these men are proven superstars, and yet with all their achievements, with all the championship belts they've won, they still both had something to prove.
Well, that's true. They're both top-of-the-line guys, and even if they both have proven themselves, there's always going to be that rivalry for the guy that's in second place, because nobody wants to be number 2, especially in FMW. You want to be at the top of the mountain.
Good chain wrestling sequence by both Tanaka and Hayabusa. And the fans really appreciating this action early.
Well, you can tell that this is going to be a long, drawn-out match. These guys are going to really have to wear each other down. And they both know each other so well, too, so really, no guy has an advantage on the other in this match.
Side headlock applied by Tanaka, Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, shoulder block. Down goes...
Oh, look at that kip up.
Oh, leapfrog.
And Tanaka says, no, not yet. I'm not ready to play that game quite yet.
Both of these men being very cautious toward one another. There's Shinzaki watching intently.
I can't believe Shinzaki, the look on his face doesn't change.
Elbow drop. Tanaka in control, working over the leg of Hayabusa. And now this is smart strategy. Tanaka's working on Hayabusa's legs, so he won't be able to go to the Falcon's Nest to do the high-flying moves.
And Hayabusa trying to get a little bit of his own action in there, trying to wrench on the neck and head there of Masato Tanaka, and now he's managed to turn it over.
Good counter wrestling there by Hayabusa, trying to weaken Tanaka, so Tanaka will let loose of that leg lock. Pushing
Tanaka's face down into the mat.
Looks like he's trying to run. Oh! Setting him up for a leg drop. Looks like Tanaka's neck is hurting. As Hayabusa is in control. With a kick to the midsection. Irish whip into the turnbuckles. Hayabusa charges at Tanaka. Oh! There goes Hayabusa sailing. Hard slap by Tanaka.
Oh, and look at that. Hayabusa just jumps out of the way. Tanaka slides out and he gets a kick in the head.
It looks like Hayabusa is going into the opposite corner for a high somersault press. Somersault press by Hayabusa.
Already right out of the gate. And he ran all the way from the other side of the ring. Good momentum on that move from Hayabusa.
And again, as usual in FMW, the action spills outside the ring.
That's right. What did it take? About 3 minutes, and here we are. We're battling in the chairs.
I hear fans chanting Hayabusa, screaming Hayabusa.
Ooh.
I think we know who the fan favorite is in this match.
Well, John, you're always talking about the fans, but you know what? I think this is kind of a pathetic example of the fans and their silly loyalties. Masato Tanaka deserves just as much respect as Hayabusa, and he's not getting it. He really deserves to have everything that Hayabusa has had. He's just as successful and just as talented, and he can swing a chair just as well.
Tanaka not showing much respect for Hayabusa with that chair shot when Hayabusa's back was turned. Tanaka was the #2 most popular wrestler in FMW, but I think Tanaka's ego got so big, he started turning against his friends like Hayabusa, and Tanaka turned his back on the fans that supported him over the years.
I don't think he's turning his back on the fans. I think he's realizing, hey, these fans, they're favoring Hayabusa so much. I've done all these great things. Why don't they feel the same way about me? Once again, the fans messing with the wrestlers' minds. Happens all the time. I'm sick of it.
Well, that's the problem. Tanaka kept on saying things to the effect that I'm so great, I am the superstar. When you say you're great, you're not really great.
What are you talking about, man? He's been the champion before. He's had all those battles with Mike Awesome. He's had an amazing collection of superb matches. The guy never disappoints in the ring. What's wrong with saying that he's good? I don't think there's a problem. I think it's the fans should recognize that Masato Tanaka is this talented individual.
Hey, wait, Tanaka is getting some outside help from that mysterious man from ECW Japan wearing the mask who was at ringside. He brought a table in for Tanaka to use.
Well, maybe they're just gonna set it up and have dinner. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, right. You see, Tanaka, he has no regard for the rule book anymore. He used to be an honorable wrestler, but now he's breaking rules left and right, sneaking behind people's backs. Oh, and damaging the back of Hayabusa.
Absolutely, man. That one is not going to sit too well. Right into the table. Oh, and look at Hayabusa instantly feeling that in the lower back area. One of the worst parts on a wrestler to get hurt, because once you wreck that lower back, I mean, you can hardly do anything. You can't do any power moves. You can't do any flying. Nothing.
It looks like Tanaka is not done with that damaged table. He's going to do more damage with it. Drop toe hold onto the table. Down goes Hayabusa.
So now he's done both sides. He busted him in the back. He busted him in the face on the table. But much too early for a pinning combination in this match.
Masato's very much in control. A chokehold?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean a chokehold?
Oh, come on, that's not a legal move. See, the referee has to break this.
Come on, it's FMW. What? He's allowed to power bomb him into a table, but he's not allowed to choke the guy? Where's the sense of logic in that?
Well, Tanaka broke the hold, but he's still in control. And wait, there he goes again.
Hey, man, wasn't it you that just a few minutes ago said this was no holds barred action? Well, as far as I'm concerned, choking means no holds barred.
But the referee's making the count. He's calling for a break.
See there? Look, Tanaka got rid of the chain. You happy now?
Well, Hayabusa cannot be very happy at this point. Oh, knife edge chop to the chest of Hayabusa. Another chop. But Hayabusa is still standing tall. Oh, forearm smash by Hayabusa.
But Tanaka's still to his feet first, and he gives Hayabusa a nice kick to the back of the neck.
And once again, Tanaka goes for that broken table. That table is damaged enough. What more can he do with it?
Oh, come on, man. These guys are very inventive. They'll find lots of things to do.
Oh!
Ah! Oh, no. Very nicely done by Tanaka there. Moving out of the way, Hayabusa gets plastered into the table again.
Irish whip into the ropes. Oh, it looks like Tanaka was going for a sleeper hold. Oh! Belly to back suplex.
But see, again, Tanaka right on him. I'm really enjoying this, man. Tanaka is responding to everything that Hayabusa throws at him. He's countering brilliantly.
And the referee is doing his job, making sure Hayabusa is still in this match, checking to see if he still has any life in him.
And Masato Tanaka, man, he's got that headlock cinched in nicely. Look at that. See how he's got the elbow there right on the chin? Very well done. And hey, Hayabusa, maybe one of the reasons he wears the mask all the time is he's getting major cauliflower ear from all these intense headlocks. He doesn't want to show off those big, flat ears.
But Hayabusa has plenty of visible scars, and that's the price he's willing to pay. Oh, devastating clothesline by Tanaka.
Tanaka really is taking control of this match. He is definitely in the driver's seat at this time. Now, Hayabusa is not ready to get pinned, but Masato Tanaka is definitely the force at the moment.
Forearm smashes by Masato Tanaka. Oh! Frankensteiner by Hayabusa, but no, he couldn't get the full effect.
No, he didn't execute that one properly, and Tanaka was able to easily get out of it and go for a pinfall.
Well, maybe Tanaka weakened Hayabusa with that headlock, and Tanaka is looking for another table?
Oh, sure, what? We've only seen one so far. We're early in the match, too. And he's clearing the mats off the floor, setting up the table.
And Tanaka thinks that by constantly using these tables, that will prove that he's the #1 superstar? I don't get it.
Well, John, for once I have to agree with you. Tanaka uses tables, Hayabusa uses tables, everybody uses tables in FMW.
Tanaka verbally assaulting Hayabusa using that intimidation factor, maybe being too confident though. Oh, kick to the midsection by Hayabusa. Oh, nice kick there by the Flying Assassin.
And Masato Tanaka out on the outside now. And here comes Hayabusa.
Baseball slide. And that's always followed up by another high-flying maneuver from Hayabusa. Oh, moonsault.
But he missed him. Tanaka wasn't in position.
Well, these two know each other so well, they can anticipate the
Here he goes.
Oh, there it is.
Whoa.
moonsault off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, any chance we could have another look at that? Oh, beautifully well done there by Hayabusa.
Tanaka was not able to anticipate or counter that one as the action gets back inside the ring. A senton by Hayabusa, always followed up by the Asai moonsault.
Excellent
Asai
combination.
Moonsault. Yes, but not enough to put away Masato Tanaka.
Well, the tide of the match has turned now. It seems that Hayabusa has the upper hand.
Oh, spinning kick. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3, no!
Oh, come on. I haven't seen a more lackadaisical cover. Hayabusa, what are you doing? You're not going to pin Masato Tanaka like that. Looked like he was getting ready to have tea.
No, it looks like Hayabusa is setting Tanaka up for, the fisherman bomb! The fisherman bomb! And Tanaka's neck is hurting.
Ow, my neck is hurting. Whenever I see those moves with the neck and the spine, I'm always cringing.
Now with Tanaka's neck obviously in pain, Hayabusa should go for more high-impact moves like the Brain Buster, like the Falcon Arrow, but he's going once again to the Falcon's Nest. And it always sets up a crowd-pleasing move. This time around, it's the Firebird Splash!
Wow!
The Firebird Splash!
As much as I like Tanaka, I never get tired of seeing Hayabusa pull off that move. Here's another look at it. Brilliant, right on the money, but not enough to put the big man down.
But it's always a crowd-pleaser. Fans always pay top dollar to see him do those moves. Just like this one, the Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, well, they're crowd pleasers, but so what? I think the idea is to win the match, right? I mean, yeah, it looks great, but the idea is to win the match. So hopefully Hayabusa's not doing moves just to please the crowd.
Well, Dan, Hayabusa does like hearing the fans' cheers, but on top of that, he has so many finishing maneuvers in his arsenal, he's hoping that at least one of them can finish off Tanaka.
Well, and here he goes, back to the Falcon's Nest.
But
nope, Tanaka's up. Oh! And look at that, simple but very effective, pushes him right on the ring post.
Oh no, it looks like Tanaka is...
Whoa!
A face buster off the top turnbuckle.
That was brilliantly executed by Tanaka. And look at Shinzaki still, Mr. Stoneface, staring in the crowd. He is not reacting to anything that's happening in this match.
Shinzaki is such a mysterious man. You never know what's going on inside his mind. As the action continues in the ring with Masato Tanaka doing the Death Valley Driver. The Death Valley Driver. Oh!
Still not enough. I mean, both men keep pulling these moves out where they're dropping each other on their shoulders, on their neck, on their heads. I can't believe they can even stand.
High-impact wrestling at its best. And Tanaka picks up Hayabusa for oh no, this does not look good. Oh, a power bomb!
Ouch, and that was particularly nasty. But hello, Stoneface. That was particularly nasty because he didn't even really hit the table. He kind of just slid off the table and landed squarely on the floor.
Hayabusa has taken so much punishment in the back, in the neck. How much more punishment can Hayabusa take?
Well, now you're finally starting to talk sense here, John, as Masato Tanaka goes for a pinfall. No! Hayabusa manages to kick out.
And the fans cheer that one, and I think the fans' cheers are really making the difference in this match for Hayabusa.
I mean, I wish you'd shut up about the fans. They're making no difference at all.
Well, I think that's why Hayabusa has been able to kick out of these pin attempts.
You know, when you say stuff like that, you undermine how great these wrestlers are. You make it sound like it's all the fans, man. What about all the training? What about all the work? What about all the years in the ring?
Well, right now it looks like Tanaka is setting up Hayabusa for his finishing move. Oh, he missed with that roaring elbow. Oh, overhead suplex by Hayabusa, but Tanaka's still standing. Oh!
Oh my God, did you see that? Now that was direct, straight up and down, right on Hayabusa's head. That's gotta crush the spinal column. That was vicious.
That was a vicious suplex, but Tanaka should have gone for the pin right away.
Absolutely, I have to agree with you there, man. I can't believe he should have, because, you know, that most of the time they land on their neck, they land on their shoulders, but that time that was straight on Hayabusa's head.
Oh, the roaring elbow, the roaring elbow. Oh.
That was very, very close. Tanaka almost had him there. You see, with each pinning attempt, Tanaka gets a little bit closer to pinning Hayabusa.
Oh, spinning kick by Hayabusa. Hayabusa being very resilient. Oh, clothesline by Tanaka. Tanaka goes for the cover. 1, 2, oh!
Again, very close. You know, I'm just still so stunned after Hayabusa got dropped on his head like that he could even be in any kind of position to continue in this match.
So Shinzaki, they're happy that Hayabusa is still in the running, so to speak? Who knows what's going on in his mind?
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, the guy's expression hasn't changed since the beginning of the match. Who knows what he's thinking about?
Masato Tanaka still in control. Oh, forearm smash. Oh, a forearm by Hayabusa. Playing Tanaka's own game.
Yes, he was, and that was almost as lethal as all the ones I've seen Tanaka dish out over the years. Very well done by Hayabusa, because he's not really known for those big forearms.
So in a way, Hayabusa was trying to beat Tanaka psychologically by using a forearm. And right now, oh the H-edge. Shades of his old persona, H.
While Hayabusa, whatever it was, wasn't enough to pin Masato Tanaka.
Hayabusa picks up Tanaka for a tiger driver, but it was rather weak. Hayabusa trying again, though. Picking up Tanaka for another high-impact Falcon Arrow. Referee counts 1, 2, oh.
Again, Hayabusa with these lackadaisical covers, man. He's going to get nowhere. He, like, barely had his leg over Tanaka's face. I mean, his whole lower body was able to kick right out, no problem.
So maybe Tanaka did sap some of the strength out of Hayabusa, so Hayabusa has got to put in a little bit more effort.
I don't know if he sapped his strength. I just don't think Hayabusa's on the game plan here. He's not making good covers.
Right now, off the Falcon's nest, the Phoenix Splash! The Phoenix Splash!
But look, not quite as effective as it could have been. Check this out again, John. See? He actually kind of gets the knees up. Tanaka got the knees up, and that was not nearly as effective as it usually is.
That's right, Dan. Tanaka did that last minute out of desperation, but that Phoenix Splash, it's always beautiful to look at. Well, of course, looks aren't everything. Oh! That wasn't too pretty. Clothesline, 1, 2, oh!
And see the difference in when Tanaka goes for a pinfall there? He's got it all lined up. He hooks the leg, he pushes the elbow into Hayabusa's face. That's how you pin a man.
And Tanaka is going for a finishing maneuver of his own. The fans know what's coming. Hayabusa desperately trying to elbow his way out of it. A slap to the face of Tanaka. And Hayabusa...
And look at Tanaka, too. He's starting to get that glassy stare in his eyes as well.
Oh! Tanaka countered with a powerbomb.
Oh, wow, very well done. You know, when most people try to pin somebody with that particular combination with the legs up, it's easy to kick out, but did you see where Tanaka was? He had them pinned right on the ankles. I was really surprised that Hayabusa was able to kick out of that.
Now Tanaka's...
Here we go. Oh, I love this.
Oh, the Diamond Dust, the Diamond Dust.
There it is, the move that Tanaka perfected in ECW.
Oh, and still, Hayabusa manages the kick out.
I never get tired of seeing the Diamond Dust, as Shinzaki does not either. Obviously, look at the great expression on his face. That man is such a stone face.
That was not a nonchalant cover by Tanaka, but still, Hayabusa had enough strength left in him to kick out.
Oh, another one of those big forearms.
You know, you're right, Dan. Tanaka is doing a very effective job when it comes to pinning combinations, but still, Hayabusa manages to muster up enough power and strength.
Yeah, that's true, but again, who's getting most of the pinning combinations here? I mean, Tanaka has had way more attempts than Hayabusa has.
And right now, Hayabusa still very much in this match. He sets up Tanaka.
Oh,
for
nicely
a powerbomb.
done.
Powerbomb into a pin. 1, 2. Well, maybe Tanaka has made more pin attempts, but remember, Dan, it's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get back up. And here's Hayabusa with his finisher, the H-Thunder, the H-Thunder, the H-Thunder, and that's it.
That's it, the end of the match. Hayabusa did it. I don't believe it. I thought for sure, look at this again. I thought for sure that Masato Tanaka was going to be able to pull it out. Where does Hayabusa get the energy? That is a major, major victory for Hayabusa. Brilliantly done, I have to admit, brilliantly done.
Well, Tanaka is obviously hurting. He's being helped to the back by his fellow members from ECW, Kanemaru and Jado.
He is a mess. He can't even stand up straight.
But you gotta hand it to Masato Tanaka. He put up quite a good, valiant effort.
Absolutely, John. He's still, in my opinion, one of the biggest stars to ever come out of FMW. I just hope this doesn't damage him so much mentally that he forgets all about wrestling and, you know, gives up forever, because he's a great competitor.
And here he is without the mask. Your winner and #1 superstar in FMW, Hayabusa.
And look at the Japanese media. They're flooding the ring. They're all wanting to get pictures of the man who won this spectacular match. Certainly this one will be plastered all over the Japanese papers and the Japanese wrestling magazines.
There's Hayabusa's loyal friend, Jinsei Shinzake. What a class act he is. He's walking to the back toward the dressing room because he does not want to steal the spotlight from Hayabusa.
You know, he sat there stone-faced for that entire match, but you know, deep down inside, I know that Shinzaki is celebrating in his own special way over this great victory from his friend Hayabusa.
あそこのモニターで今の俺の顔よく見てくれよ。ハーネスよ、顔たぬきみでしたよ。かっこ悪いよな。だけどさ、だけど今日みんながここで見たことで何かを感じて、俺たちと一緒にまたこういう空間で夢見たいと思ってくれるんだったら、俺は今のこの顔が自分の中で一番かっこいいと思う。もしも今日何時かを感じてくれたら、そして俺たちと一緒にもうちょっと歩んでみよう、夢見ようって思ってくれたら FMW に、そしてこのスーパースターエイジに黙ってついてこい。
You know, Dan, Hayabusa has had lots of ups and downs in his illustrious career, but once again, he's on top of the mountain.
That is absolutely true, John. There he is, the winner of this match, the mighty flying assassin, Hayabusa.